Alright, so we have begun the entire Monulite existence. I went through some technical errors with selecting a particular class, but we have been summoned on top of this island because this is where the Monolite crystal is supposed to be existing. And I guess this must be the one, or maybe this is a spaceship that just crashed down. So I think what I'm trying to do is get myself grounded here with trying to understand what I have to do here, because there's going to be a lot of things happening, such as spiders. Basically the whole experience of just trying to stay alive. I mean, I just try to process everything in real time. The only food that we have is rotten flesh. I wish there was a way to eat some more nutritious food instead of just something that's just died. But we always gotta start from somewhere. And I'm still familiar from the Craftopia timeline. But I think what we have to try to do is get ourselves situated in these locations. Somebody already grew a farm here, and I'm starving. And let me just collect some hay bales, because I think that must be the way for me to stay full here. Might just take a few, turn them into bread. You can see they already come up with their little homes. But since we're still on top of this island, and I am in the Technomancer class, I have to see how can I either get lower down there so I can actually get materials. And I know my laboratory might be a lot bigger since we do have to do some exploration.
Yay!
I mean, I can enable my microphone just to let people hear my inner monologue while I try to figure this out and try to process my mind in real time. But I'm going to see how that's going to work, and I might have to activate this crystal just for safekeeping to probably teleport here. Floating island. So we got to get down to this level. I'm not sure the mic is picking up. Okay. Let me check something. I'm still kind of new to this mic mod as well. Okay. Alright, I have many ones. Alright. So we have found some coal on this island. So I'm just going to collect a few pieces of this coal. I didn't add any shaders yet, because first I gotta get myself grounded in this reality. Then I can start adding a little bit of aesthetic to it. Alright, so let me see what's in the catalog. So we have the Waystones mod in here. We have supplementaries. We have more supplementaries. We have more supplementaries. Different types of hats. Ratatouille, meaning, I guess, more food items. I'm not a culinary person. We have Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, refurbished. We have sinks, furniture. We have mine colonies. I never tried mine colonies before. We have feathered wings. Interesting. More food items. I want to see something that I can work with that's familiar. Create. There we go. So we do have create in this. So I might be able to make my first press if I could. But I'm trying to see where should I place my lab. Because if I place it on this island, it would just be very confusing based on how it's designed. Okay, Oculus. Stay back, zombies. So I might be able to add shaders with Oculus. But I think right now, I'm just not going to do that yet. Let me just take some of these torches. So many damn zombies. Like, where the hell are they all coming from? Yeah, I think we gotta have to put some more lighting around here. So these guys can't just stop falling down, trying to kill me. Copper. Oh, no copper pickaxe. If there was a copper pickaxe, I would definitely make that. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is reach down to the surface to get more materials, because I know most of them would probably try to farm everything out of this island until there's nothing left, because I know it's a mixture of other ore, but if we really want to build a very manufactural laboratory with the power of create and my ever-growing brain, I can definitely do more things. And I think for my Technomancer origin, I think it only goes up a level every time I slay a mob. So if I can try to, say, if I can even get spawners, I can definitely increase my level like tenfold. But I'm not sure if that's game breaking. But we definitely have to try to get down there. Which I know it's not safe to do. Because I don't have any water buckets. Nothing. We clearly start from nothing. Alright. That's definitely a deep dive. I'm trying to see something. What if I just make a ladder? Hypothetically a ladder. And I'm trying to see if there's like any feature like that where we could just place the ladder and it just goes down. No. That would have been nice, where if we can try to use ladders without actually trying to sacrifice our health or hunger just to go down there. Because we're definitely high up. Let me just take my time going all the way down here. Okay, there is a lot of water down here, so I might be able to rebound from this. So if I fall down, I mean, in real life, you're not supposed to do this, but at least the water caught our fall. And now we're safe. Okay, I see some iron over here. I could probably make this area more so the area that I could just have my laboratory. I could. Because I could also make the elevator to come up and down here. But it's going to require a lot of wheels, cogs, and power. And I also gotta plant some trees down here too if I could. So let me just get some iron. Not sure we're gonna come across zinc anytime soon, but this is our first steps. So we're gonna get these items. Might have to go back onto the surface too just to get some sheeps if we could, just to maybe shear a few, bring some more saplings down here, and just try to start a little tree farm even in the bottom, because we can definitely do that. Nothing is impossible. Anything can be possible. So let me see. Do we have journey map? Do we have mini map? I don't think we do. I may have to install that if I really just want to know where I'm at or where I'm located. So let me just smelt a few things. And I know some of them are probably like leaving and joining in. I think that's normal. I see some cobwebs around here, but I probably need some more string. All right. So now that we have shears, I should begin making a chest down here. Just put all my stuff in here and plant a tree right here. And I'm going to make a iron pickaxe. I'm going to have some torches around here just to know like this is my stuff. Alright. So now we have to build up here. Don't worry, we'll try to find a way to make a farm and everything else. Okay, it's getting dark. But luckily it's not like Great Tech New Horizons, because if it was, then we would definitely be in trouble. But luckily this is something a little bit basic and a lot more easier on my mind. And I think our level also upgrades every time we, like, mine ore, or I guess process ore. But I think the only thing I'd be careful is try not to get shocked by electricity when it's raining, or even this was like a thunderstorm. Because I am a Technomancer class, and sometimes that could be dangerous, you know. Water and electric don't mix. It kind of just creates a shock and a fire and then death. Ooh, we got some carrots over here. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these carrots. Some wild grown carrots. We have 5 carrots. I can start a little carrot farm. Luckily, there's no nutrition mod in here, because if there was, then we'd have to focus on our diet, and then eating carrots too much is not a good thing, since the human body can be exhausted from eating too much of the same foods. Alright, so let me see here. So we can try to collect some of these bamboo shoots, because bamboo shoots are good for sticks. Very good for sticks. We have cherry blossoms. I might be able to just make some stuff with cherry blossoms too. Might grow more of these trees, since they're quite pretty. And can you leave me alone, zombie? I'm trying to process this. Okay. Ooh. So one sheep is able to do that. I'm just going to let the sheep live. That was a good shear. I think when I reach like maybe like an hour in possibly, then I could download a few other mods like Xeros or Journey Map if I could, just to mark down like particular locations so I don't get lost. And let me just break some of these trees or these leaves just to see if it's going to drop any saplings. 5 saplings, that doesn't sound too bad. So let's keep going. Trying to figure out my goal, because I think my goal is to just explore a little, but it's mostly just to get some sheep so I can sleep. Okay, Technomancer level 2, 1 skill point. So I think I should just return back or rebound, because I know I have iron and we have a good pickaxe, so we can just go into the into the ground and just try to excavate or just collect whatever minerals down there, and then we could just get it processed, look for some andesite, get our hands on some andesite, and then begin making our first cogwheels, because we're going to be playing it at our own pace, because some people probably just want to speed run just to be tough and whatever. I mean, it's fine, but we're going to be doing it the slow way. So let me just try to hike down these very dangerous cliffs. And I know for one thing too, since if I'm going to be playing this a lot more often in a sense, because since this is a fresh experience and a brand new simulation from the previous one, that would mean I probably don't have to jump on multiplayer servers no time soon and just hop on this one and just record whatever I can, whatever I feel like. Because this can be therapeutic just for me to talk to myself and just let my mind just spill over. Because sometimes keeping it to yourself can sometimes be unhealthy. So in other words, I'm doing this for my mental health, which is going to help me in the long term. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice comfortable bed. Sleep. Not sure if it's going to skip day. Oh well, I think I can just lay in the bed and just, I guess, think, but I don't think nobody's sleeping, since they're kind of just either AFKing or they're just, I guess, doing something that's important. Nothing wrong with it. So let me just go ahead and, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is cook a few of these blocks so we can get some blast furnaces going. I think somebody lives down there too, which is cool. I didn't get my place pre-built or anything. I just want to start from scratch. Sweet dreams. There we go. Look at all this deep sleep. So I'm just going to start my little farm. I'm not much of a farmer, but I might be able to use Create just to make some very, I would say, very interesting looking farms. And I'm going to get rid of most of my wooden tools, because I'm not going to be using them. Unless there's like a recipe just for it to be used as a component. Wonderful. We found zinc underneath my feet. And I don't even think we even need a bucket of water, since we're kind of just near water naturally. I might just use the environment. And I could just plant this stuff around here like this. Get myself a stone hoe. Or probably an iron hoe. I think a stone hoe might be more acceptable. So, stone hoe. And just get my carrots and some wheat seeds. And just grow. Because this is free water. And it's getting a little bit foggy too, because I'm starting to see a little bit of some precipitation around here. But now that we have water, we're growing our crops down near the sea level. Alright, now we can begin making our blast furnace. There we go. Got ourselves a blast furnace. Now we can smelt ore even a little more efficiently. So let me just put my tools in there, get rid of them. Might keep ladders. Let's make an iron shovel. There we go. So I think I'm ready to get some andesite. I think I feel kind of excited. Not sure why, but I feel excited because it's like endless possibilities. So what can I do with granite? Granite is diorite with quartz. So, okay. I think granite could just be used for something else, but I think what we need to try to get our hands on is quartz. I mean, not quartz. Andesite. Alright. So we get that going. Alright. Since I have zinc, because we have zinc in the bottom of here. There we go. It's very peaceful. Like, it's just a very peaceful place, actually. Like, I possibly found a peaceful spot. Holy smokes! Diamonds. Wow, I actually found a diamond. Kinda cool. Sometimes these chunks just generate very randomly. But I found a diamond. And this is diorite? I might use some of these pieces of stone just to... Oh, there we go. Andesite. The key ingredient for most of the shafts, the cogs, everything. I would say we're having a good head start now. Like, when you play this game for long periods of time as a passion, you kind of just know what happens. But I'm still going to take breaks now and then just to balance this out. But I know this is going to probably conflict with my ongoing playthrough and experience with Greg Tech New Horizons. But at least I have a little more patience and develop more emotional regulation over time. So this just makes the experience even more smoother. So let me do this. Hello, Harves. How you been? Alright, get some andesite. And we have some andesite alloy. Andesite alloy. Oh, a nice cake. I might just eat one piece of cake because you don't want to eat too many or else you get a sugar rush. There we go. That's nice. So now we have shafts. And now we have shafts. We can begin to make wheels and then large wheels. Wonderful. Look at that. Now we got ourselves a wheel. And I gotta grow some more trees. Alright. Put that in there. We got ourselves a large wheel. So let me just plant this right here. Look at it go. A large wheel. Just gotta make some more of them. Gotta make another shovel. I'm gonna save my diamond. This is Minecrafting. Alright. Might have to go get some iron to probably make my first presser to make plates. Unless I want to make a copper tank, and then... Ooh, I think I'm coming up with more ideas than normal now. But I had to get my hand on sand. Let me see here. Copper. Copper tank? Yes. Alright, so we need a full copper block, andesite. Ooh. Okay. I think we are definitely building some momentum here. Also, let me see something. Can I change the color of this wheel? Wow. We can make it pink. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let me just make a few of these wheels. And then make more. I'm going to place the cherry blossoms around so we can get them growing. Just grow right here. Grow right here. Grow right here. Grow right here. And grow right here. And I'm going to place a torch so no zombies can't think about spawning in these areas, because they are very sophisticated creatures that will do that. Cut down this tree. Crops of the wild. Okay, so I guess that's Farmer's Delight. Alright, so let me just make a few of these wheels. So we have 5 large wheels, because I recall from my previous experience that I know this would create lag, but this is my way of getting something started. If it works, it works. And I think I don't have to like make it go down. I could just make it like stop like at a particular point and make polished. Man, I have plans. Lots of plans. Because we're going to do this for science. Alright. So let me just get some dirt as blocks. Make some polished deep slate. Because all I need is to do this. And then the water just flows. Because I've done this multiple times, every time I play Recreate. And let me see if they have a drill in here. Oh, they have the mechanical drill. But that's if I want to make an indefinite cobblestone generator. Which I can definitely do that. Just get a lava source block and water, and then just place like a hopper or a drawer next to it, and it just collects passively. But the problem is, do I really need all that stone? And I'm not sure will that like harm the reality of the simulation, even for others. So I probably have to rethink about that choice. Feels like I'm a kid all over again, just narrating my own mind. Kind of reminds me when I used to play with my Hot Wheels car collection and just, you know, sit on the floor, on the cold basement floor, using the bumpy terrain, the bumpy uneven floors as little bumps and speed humps. It's kind of like this feeling. It's so familiar. It's hypnotic. Alright, so let me see how many deep slates we have. Oh, they had to reinstall their client. Oh no, there's a creeper right here. We gotta remove this insignificant variable. Because I don't want none of these things to destroy my creations. That would definitely hurt me. But I'm just gonna say it's part of the experience. That's all I can do. Alright, so now we're sitting on top and we gotta pour the water. Harness hydraulics. So now the wheels are spinning like the wheels on the bus go round and round. Add some pink to these, give it some color. So we got our very first power. The good thing about these type of playthroughs, I don't have to worry about editing a single thing. Because being myself is the easiest thing I could ever be. I just love the passion. That's a big cherry blossom tree. But when we have this, then we have to try to get bronze. Or is it brass? I think it's either brass or bronze. So now all these wheels are spinning. Now I have to check into brass. So brass requires, let's see. So brass requires, oh, okay, copper and zinc. And so let me see. Let me try mechanical. Let's see. Or precision mechanism. Okay. So I have to, okay. So we do that. Gold sheets, cogwheel, large cogwheel, iron nugget, rotational speed controller, brass. So we still have to try to make brass in the end, which requires a blaze burner. So we still have to try and make our way to the nether regardless. That's the reality that we're being hit with. All part of the experience. So let me try the mechanical press, block of iron, andesite casing, and a shaft. Okay. And I know we got to make a depot, which requires depot. Andesite casing. Okay. Let's see. So we have cherry log. We strip it, apply it, andesite age. There we go. So we have this, and I gotta continue smelting more materials. But we can make our first depot though. And we can just make another one. So now we have a depot. Right now we're still working on the slow moving, but it's fine. So we gotta go and get some iron. More of it. I wish there's a chest sorter mod in here. And I'm not sure how long I'm going to be recording too, because for one, sometimes I still got to deal with my real world situations because life continues even beyond the internet. It's all part of the experience. It's part of life. You can't ignore it. You only can embrace it. Somebody got slain by the drowned or impaled by a drowned. That's not good. Let me just remove some of this copper and just try to even it out. I might have to make another blast furnace. Alright, we're going to use this dirt and just do a little more exploring. Because I know I found some, or spots some gold ore just sitting right in front of me. I would say this is like a good spot to actually find some ore that's important. And I'm not sure there's like a mine shaft too. But strange I didn't like, I didn't like make anything, like, I didn't make like the copper tank yet or anything. I'm just going to say my mind is just, I'm just going to say my mind is exploring a lot of possibilities. So let me just get my hands on this gold so we can make some precision mechanisms, because these are very crucial just to make the speed rotational forces, just to make the machines, also to make the mechanical arms and other components. And I think this video may be uploaded to their to the Monulite channel, and maybe on my main, but I might post it on my second channel so you get to see how I process this stuff in real time, because this is all new to me. So I'm going to bridge across. I might try to see if I can get my hand on maybe 2 more diamonds if possible, so I can make a diamond pickaxe, and then I can just look for some lava somewhere, pour it, and then I can go to the nether. And then I can just go and get the lava, or maybe make a blaze burner. And then when I do all that, then we can begin making brass. Because I'm not going to try to speedrun anything, since that's not my intention. My intention is to do things slow and steady. Okay, I see some mine carts over here. Okay. Alright, so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now is, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and still make another pickaxe, because I still got to mine obsidian. So I'm still going to have a spare pickaxe. Make a block of iron. Add a... strip this. Okay. And then we add ourselves a mechanical press. And then I can just make one and use a piece of gold, since I'm pretty sure that's important. So it's gonna go really slow. Like you can see, it's like very slow. Bonk. There we go. And we got ourselves a golden sheet or golden plate. eat another piece of cake. We have night vision for like 10 seconds. I think ever since we chose the Technomancer, we have night vision, so we could see a little bit in the dark, which means torches are not needed. However, I still got to be mindful about the mobs still trying to spawn in and still try to reduce the lighting, or increase the lighting. Not reduce, increase. So we're going to continue that bridge over there. Get to those diamonds. Just got to find some lava, or just dig all the way down until we find lava. Harvest the lava. Then either make another portal or just save enough just to make an enchantment table, just in case. Then I could start the portal, or I could just work on making a copper back tank or a diving suit just to make things easier. And this is good. We also found I would say a good vein of diamonds. So this puts us in a good position. And I might collect some of that lapis to probably enchant my diamond pickaxe if I do need to increase its efficiency. But I'm pretty sure once they know I'm starting a little factory here, a lot of people are going to want to use my mechanical press. But I know there's somebody that might be making a lab or a factory too. I just don't know who, but if they do, they're also being helpful, since I know some people may not have time to make certain contraptions. We have our own strengths and weaknesses. So if we try to, help each other out, it can boost productivity. Sometimes you just gotta look at it in a different lens. Now we have ourselves a diamond pickaxe. And let me see if they have trash cans. I wish there was a trash can mod in here, where if you have like unnecessary things, I can just dump it in there, or try to automate where I can still like throw stuff away. That would probably been a nice feature to add. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is look for some lava, pour it with water, and then do that. But let me just check out the burner. So the burner requires iron sheets. Yeah, so we have to still go to the nether regardless. Alright. My head is a little itchy. So we gotta go down here. Wait, I forgot. I need to get my bucket so I can pour the water on the lava. Gravel. I think I'm going to keep myself noted with the gravel because I can probably use it for washing, to get iron nuggets, flints, important materials, so we can have an indefinite iron farm without having to mine iron ever again. But I had to still convert it into nuggets. And what is this? Another room. Oh, an underwater skulk area. I found diamonds, but I need lava. I do need to like plant something to remind myself like this is like the way out. But there is skulk down here. It'd be quite abnormal just to see a warden trying to spawn in water, because it would drown, probably. Alright. And I think the water might have also made it where water, I think when sound can't travel. Ooh, okay. We found one piece of lava. I still gotta be careful though. This cave is still dangerous. Alright. That's one piece of obsidian. And it seems like it just continues. Like all this just continues. Like it's nothing but a huge, deep, dark area. I think I'm fine with the gold since we can just, again, make farms. It's just finding a whole lava pit. That's kind of like what I'm trying to get my hands on. I could have brought myself a hoe just to harvest this. Or just tried to remove the skulk sensors. Luckily they didn't install a mod just to make it where it's harder to like track or just to pick up sound when I'm walking nearby. Great, there's so many skulk shriekers. I'm not sure if breaking one triggers the other, because they're all sound dependent. All I just need is a pit of lava. Okay, that's destroyed. And I'm gonna destroy this one. There we go. Alright, that's 7 diamonds. If I can at least get like 24, then I'll be pretty good. But I still gotta be extra careful because these mobs are so unpredictable. And I see the baby zombie coming right after me at full speed. Leave me alone. This is still very dangerous. Even have to try to time my distance from them. But I need lava. Like, it's not hard to offer lava. Okay, I think I see it. That's good. So we gotta make our run towards it. If there was like a crafting table nearby or something, that'd be nice. So I gotta make a run. string. I guess cave flax? Leave me alone. All I just need is lava. I didn't come here for your stupid performance. I came here for my own science, my own curiosity. And okay, that's cool. We also found a mine shaft. That's going to be helpful too. Hope there's no trapped chests or anything, or mimics in this one. Sometimes there is, but still gotta be mindful. Okay. Cave spiders, back up. Leave me alone. I'm tired. I know there's a creeper over there. Does make me a little bit more aware. Cummery with diamonds. Alright. Okay. I thought these were supposed to be like cave carrots or something. Like, I'm really hoping, like, where these, like, cave carrots. Oh, yeah, they are. So if I just pick these, they're still food items, but I'm not sure if they're, like, edible, like, good to eat. I guess they're fine. Leave me alone, bastard spider. Penny diver, mine a raw acrote. I did not know there was like a creeper nearby. But my mind isn't focused on that. My mind is on survival and just existing. While mobs everywhere just pop out of nowhere. Somehow trying to kill me. Leave me alone. I didn't come here for your games. I came here for mine. Alright, water bucket. I would say in most cases I am forced to like pick up my speed or run a little bit because I really don't like dying too much. Alright. There we go. Leave me alone. I might have swapped my iron to really make a statement here. Alright, so let's mine this obsidian. I really gotta mine a lot of this so I can just go to the literally just go to the other dimension to stay alive. Most skilled. I mean, it depends on what is skill. I just know it requires a lot of trial and error. So let me see if I can try to at least get like 10 pieces of obsidian. And then I gotta run over there or run back to see if I can get the diamonds to at least get some armor when traveling into the nether. I do see diamonds in the ceiling over there. Might think about getting those. Just to at least build like a chest piece. Because I'm only wearing diamond leggings. I know that's not good protection because my head and my feet is still exposed. And mobs just keep spawning in. Like they're fading in and they're fading out and then fading in. It's like the simulation is trying to stimulate itself or try to keep itself stable while I'm just sitting here breaking every rough block in the game. It's like I'm not sure they're trying to increase their difficulty around me every time I break a block. It's like they know that I'm like calculating everything. Like I'm calculating my time. It's like the game knows that I'm learning it, or I know what it's gonna do. I really need to get a hands on those diamonds, because there's like lots of diamonds up there. But there was a whole slew of damn zombies. Luckily, I don't have to deal with infernals, so that what makes it very special. It's just dealing with some damn skeletons that just love to be like, I'm just going to shoot you down because it'll make all my friends proud of me. Kind of like validation from the other mobs. Or in other words, it's kind of like that cool kid effect, you know? It's like you do something and then they love you for it, and it's like you build your whole self around just by being that little thing that's annoying. I don't know whose car is honking like that. Like, you can kind of hear it in the background. I don't know who car is that. They need to turn that damn car off because it's kind of getting on my nerves. It's like filtering through the reality or the immersion. Like, why do people do this? Finally, turn the damn thing off. I know. Sometimes outside noises could be annoying. It kind of ruins the immersion. Because it's like, we're supposed to be in a cave, right? But I don't want to hear alarms and car alarms and stuff like that. And it kind of just ruins the atmosphere. And it kind of explains why they say turn your phone off in the movies, because you just ruin the immersion. There we go, some more diamonds. All I just need is enough to make a chest piece. Great. Great, great, great. These zombies need to leave me alone. I might gotta pull out the iron sword. It feels like I want to do that. Because they're just getting on my nerves. Sitting there just parading around me, like, leave me alone. Like, I'd just rather be left alone. I'm gonna swap to iron now, since they're kind of just getting on my nerves. Like, I know they're here, existing, I'm in their territory, but you're kind of irritating me. Oh, these zombies are tough. They're not even dying fast enough. Makes me feel like creeper explosions are nothing. But all we just need is like a few more diamonds, and then we got ourselves full diamond. Well, except the sword. But we do need to find our way out of here, though, since it's easy to get lost in these areas. Let me just get these diamonds over here. I hope this is enough just to maybe make the helmet. That's 3. Please be 2 right here. That's just 1. Wow. Oh, silverfish. I never knew silverfish hides behind deep slate, but now I know. What's this? Silverfish eggs. Ew. I wonder what person's going to eat silverfish eggs. I mean, if I were hungry, you would eat anything. I'm trying to see, like, is there anything else that I've already collected here? Because I know we gotta, like, go back up to the surface. Let me just break these buckets or urns. See if we can get anything out of these. Hope they drop, like, emeralds or diamonds. Okay. Alright. I really don't know where we are. Because this is why I need, like, the waypoints and waystones and other mods. Because this can get anybody lost, like, real quick. Like, it's like you remember seeing a lava pit and then you kind of maybe accidentally enter the wrong cave area. And then you gotta worry about wardens, and it's sort of like it's like a psychological puzzle when you're trying to just deal with all this nonsense. It's just a huge psychological puzzle. Alright. Can we get at least like one more diamond? Oh yeah, right in front of me. But I gotta probably equip the full diamond. Let me just put on the helmet. Leave me alone, zombies. I'm not in the mood. Stop it. I'm gonna make myself a diamond sword. Because why not? So now we're covered in full diamond. And we've been recording for an hour and 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. Leave me alone, skeletons. I'm not in the mood. Leave me alone. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. These guys are just both spammers and just... it's just a lot. I don't have time for their nonsense. And I know we gotta get back up to the surface. So that means I gotta collect some more blocks. Alright, so we got the sneak 100, and I'm gonna kill the zombie. And it's gonna have like the it spreads. There we go. It spreads. Now we can just make our way out. Or see our way out. Okay, I think some people are probably going through technical difficulties with the mod pack as well, because I think they're still trying to add like other mods like first person and little things like that. I might think about adding first person later. Okay, you can see that my redstone pulses and everything is all resetted, because I definitely did like survive like a lot of things. So now we can go right back up to the surface because we have survived. But we will die in a few of these, but I'll say right now we're just lucky enough or fortunate enough to still be alive. Alright, so time for me to tower back up. Alright, gravel. There we go. We have returned to the surface, and it's kind of funny because now they can just see me wearing full diamond. They just gonna see me wear full diamond. I find the humor behind it, and wait a minute, is there a cutting board? Because I know I can try to get a flint cutting board. Yep, I know cutting boards are definitely very broken features. Ow, you bastard skeleton, leave me alone. Gossipium. Sounds like gossip. Alright, so we got steel, but I'm just going to call it flint and iron. Because I wouldn't really call it steel. If people understand what I mean by that. There's a piece of... Yeah, it's okay. We just need... just 4 and 2 sticks. This might give me like a different cutting board that looks more colorful. A cherry cutting board. And then all I just gotta do is hold a piece of gravel. I don't know. Okay, let me flip it around. Like this. No? I think they made it where you can't break it or something. Yeah. I need the flint. There we go. Now we have flint and steel. Now we can head to the nether. And where should I put this nether portal? Alright. And then, like that. And then let's light it up. Okay, so all we just need is a blaze burner. Which means all we just need is like some iron and netherrack. Okay, so this would mean I would have to take a crafting table with me. And maybe when I'm out in the nether, I can just let the stuff smelt. Just get me 3 more of these. Press out 4 sheets. These are some very pretty trees, man. Where you come from? I may have to start putting a lot more light sources around here, because I don't know where these guys are coming from. Yeah, I gotta put some more light sources around here. So, is it finished? Alright, so we have 4 iron sheets, and now we could just walk into the nether portal. Stay alive if we could. Alright, so now we're in the nether. Alright. Now they're trying to fight. Okay. So all we just need is a piece of netherrack. And some netherrack. And some iron sheets. Empty blaze burner. There we go. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear me? Alright. Monulite people are supposed to be on the island, man.
My bad. I was just
Craftopia
getting
people, I mean.
getting the brass and then the stuff. I was just kind of just going down the rabbit hole. I can go back into the overworld.
It's fine. It's just it was just for like it was just for the lore and such. I mean, how'd you get down here? Did you just fall?
I actually went down here carefully, then fell in the water, then rebound from the water, and then I just started here.
All right, because this
Because I
is
know
this
later on
is
I may have to maybe make an elevator and just try to make it where I can go up and down here.
okay. Um, because this is Pear's home, so I don't want you completely. If you're gonna interact with him, it's fine. I mean, I guess it's fine if you're down here and giving him interaction, but we're supposed to be interacting on the island with the most of the Craftopia people, and you're from Craftopia. Um, I mean, I guess it's fine if you came down here and then we just don't know what happened to you. But
Don't
I
worry,
thought I covered in the meeting we're
I
on the
wouldn't be
island.
too isolated. I will still like come around and see what's going on.
All right.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to build a bridge to the island yet, by the way, because that's supposed to be a lore thing.
Uh, yeah. So currently I'm just going to be like down here, just getting myself situated.
Yeah. Within about a week, we'll make a bridge. I'll make a bridge with someone else and stuff, and then once that's done, I think then will be the time to go back. Then, if you're situating here already, maybe talk to Pear and say that you're down here, and if he didn't see you yet,
Yeah.
just so then there's a bit of interaction. Just want to make sure everything's fine. That's all. I'm not sure if I said it correctly in the meeting, so that's why I want to make sure I said things correctly. I tried to say it in chat before, but I assume you just didn't see it.
Yeah. I was just pretty much just listening in.
Yeah, I see. I see. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to the tech stuff. I'd say no. You can keep the portal since you already did it. Just cut this part out and like for lore, say that you accidentally fell down here. Um, and now you're kind of stuck. So you have to build your way up, getting an elevator or something.
All right. I will improvise this somehow.
All right. Nah, I'm sorry for the confusion. I'm
It's
gonna go
cool.
back to.
It's cool. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they want me to edit that out. But I'm just going to say that's the reality. I mean, that's what happens when you start something like something that's lore based. I'm just going to say I built the portal. I went in there briefly, then I just got burnt a little bit, knowing that I need fire resistance, which I don't have fire resistance, so I probably had to develop some like other technologies or the confidence to go back in there to actually get it. But don't worry, I can just improvise. So, I'm still going to try to see what I can do here, because I know this is supposed to be somebody else's home, but don't worry, I'll probably put my laboratory more inwards in the cave. It's not going to be like out here. It's not going to be like a big balcony or anything, unless I want to build like a little dock or something where I just make the plane and still go out. But I would say that is kind of confusion, but I was just going down the rabbit hole. That's what happens when you have a lot of fun and you have like possibilities. It just feels endless. So let me just grow some crops and continue with the carrot farm. And if Pear is living down there, he could come over here if he wants, you know? If he wants to have some crops or wants to borrow some stuff and maybe borrow a little bit of my things. I don't mind. What's this? Shredded carrot. That's new. Alright, so, okay. Oh, no worries. I would definitely not do that. It's just gonna be mostly be in the cave anyway. Like, it might just look like I'm doing a lot out here, but it's gonna be like further in. Like, it's gonna be in the cave right here or the entryway. It's like all the way in here. Might even make the runway come from here to here and then just cut the trees back or somehow plant the trees.
Hello?
Improvise.
Hi.
I
Hello.
I fell. Oh, I fell too. we both fell.
How do you get up? Is that water stream a way to get up?
I don't know.
I didn't set that water stream. Somebody else probably did. I just went
I have
down
a
here
genius
naturally.
idea. Keep. I have a genius idea. We gather stuff that we need and then we kill each other because we have keep inventory.
But I know we have our mechanical press.
You're right.
I think I should just go ahead and make my copper tanks.
Can we ride it?
That's literally what I thought.
Copper
No, we
tank.
can't ride it.
Oh, brain is
Andesite. Block of copper, full of copper.
Sorry, we're not gonna annoy you. Let's gather some cherries.
Alright.
So this is
So now that we have made our copper tank, copper back tank to be specific.
I think that goes.
Now, let's go and make the little gears. I think I also gotta get some more logs. Alright, so I have cut it out that part just for the respect for the lore, because I do respect their lore and everything, but sometimes I do tend to get down the rabbit hole, and sometimes my mind just plays out on its own. Like, I could just be like, okay, let's make this, let's make this, let's make that. That's just my genuine curiosity taking over. Like, I'm genuinely curious. Even though I know the mod, but I can be curious. So I gotta be careful when doing stuff like this, or whenever I play on, I think anything that's lore-based. But let's just get back to what we need to do. So we have made that. Now we have to make the gears. Strip that. I think I might think about making a wrench, but I don't know. Alright, somebody's messaging me during my recording session. Like, can they just let me play in peace where I'm trying to be immersed in this? Okay. Oh, my friend was just sending me stuff. Okay, I might have to tell him what it is. I'll say what you saw was the moon. Okay, I'll say you saw the moon, Venus, Jupiter. I might have to put and Jupiter. The faint one is Mercury. There we go. Because I did see the planet alignment and it was pretty cool. And now we put our back tank right here. Pressure to go. It's going to have a lot of pressure, and then we can go underwater and just, we might see Pear doing his thing. But I gotta make, I think diver boots and diver helmet. But I gotta get glass. But it feels like I'm kind of ahead, but way too ahead. That's what happens when you play Greg Tech New Horizons for like hours. Like, you can literally just be going down the rabbit hole and then just forget. Like, you just kind of forget, like, you can't beat the entire game. You gotta just play out little by little. I'm telling you, Minecraft can be addicting sometimes. Despite I've been playing this game for, what, a decade and a decade and a decade and 5 years. Alright. So let me just clean this up. Alright, so now we made the copper tank, copper boots. Okay, copper diving boots. I will have to use this zinc, and I gotta use the zinc, and then I gotta get the andesite to make the boots. Alright, copper diving boots, and helmet, piece of glass. So I have to get a piece of glass. I don't see any sand. I don't see no sand down here. So I may have to look for some sand. Because I know right here there is no sand. I'm not sure I want to make some stairs or steps to get up and down here more efficiently. So I can like walk down here. But again, I'm not gonna like disrupt Pear's home too much, since I'm trying to just exist in it. Don't worry, it's not gonna be like a big lab. It's just gonna be like a lab, but more into the mountains. Let's see how high this thing is. Alright, how deep is this mountain? Alright, so that iron pickaxe is broke. Now we're left with the diamond one. I just want to see have we reached up to the surface yet. We're like all the way up here. And to tell you as well, I actually saw Saturn before. Saturn is a very majestic planet. And when you look at it, it's exciting, but it also gives you mix of emotions. Because we do in fact live in a very small world, but a small, beautiful world. Like, problems here may seem big, but they're just very small. But they're not insignificant. It just means they're just valuable. But I could say it can be philosophical whenever looking at the planets. Okay, I'm really wondering, like, how high are we? Because I know I'm like digging into an entire mountain. Like, how big is this mountain? Like, I should be reaching up to the surface by now. All right. Alright, this is the hallway, or the little area. I just want to know if we're like at a particular spot. Andesite. Okay, finally. But we end up being in another cave. But there's the entryway right there, though. So we're still not out of the caves. But at least this is the way to get down here. Right, gravel. So yep, we got stairs. More gravel. Alright. So when you get to here, this is where we actually have to tower or improvise how we're going to tower. Because you got dripstones. Might use these, maybe. Make a lava farm, but I don't know. I might not use them for a lava farm since we could just go to the nether and use the tanks. But the problem is we can't go to the nether is because it's too hot. Or my I would say I haven't like developed some sort of technology that doesn't allow me to be in the lava for too long. Or in their atmosphere, because the atmosphere might be too toxic for me to breathe. Alright, then we gotta go through this one, another monolith. We're doing a lot of towering. Alright. So that takes us to this point where we just go down and oh, we found some horses. So what I need to look for is sand. That's what I actually need. Sand. Oh, that could have been a lava pool that I could have collected. There we go, there's some sand, but I would still have to like go in the water and get it. Might have to see if I can try to get at least like a stack of sand. I like those clouds. Since we can't make brass, we can't make the rotational controller, we're pretty much just having to work with what's here in the overworld. Pumpkins. Might collect these, maybe just to, whenever I see Enderman, I could just wear it just to disguise my face, because Endermen do not have good facial recognition when it comes down to just wearing something that obstructs your face, because they can't like read you, they can't read your intent, they can't read it. So let's just go walk back to the laboratory, or not even the laboratory, I'll say my campsite, because it's not a lab yet. And I can also hear my mother just yelling to the mic, towards somebody. Like I said, you just can't edit out life. Like, you just can't. Like, I can edit out certain parts of the clip or whatever, but some things you just can't edit, because that's what makes it real. Because I'm just being real and transparent. But I'll say to a certain degree, I do edit. But I can't edit out everything. That's my philosophy. Right, let me just eat some of these cave carrots. And then we're gonna get this glass smelted down so we could use it to make the copper helmet, so we can go diving in the water. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing interesting about the water though, other than pair living down there. Maybe I might just stop by just to check out their living, just to look at it, just to see how nice it looks. But too bad I don't have shaders enabled, so it kind of limits that. And people are just messaging me, chatting with me, even when I'm trying to record. Again, you just can't edit out life. You just can't. It's just there. Alright, so let me just put this in the furnace. So we're going to smelt some sand. I think it's a possibility that I could probably make... No, I can't make that, because one, I need a rotational force, still requires brass. We can't get brass because of reasons. So now we got the copper diving helmet, and then this should be fully charged. Can I pick you up? Usually you can just pick it up, but let me see. Yep, it's full of air, and then I can just wear this, put that on, and leggings. Now I have a diving set on. So what happens is all I gotta do is just go in the water, and it says ready for the depths. I can mine like some of the ore under here. So yeah, let's go visit his place. And we can only be under here for like 15 minutes, which is pretty intriguing. But let's check out Pear's place. This is actually pretty intriguing. Like, this is like a nice place that he lives down here. Like, you got all this kelp. Lots of kelp. Got books. This looks like a very nice place. But I know I'm going to have to borrow some of the kelp, since I do need it for, like, belts and conveyors. I can respect the environment, but I can't change it too much. But this is very nice. We're underwater in our diving suit. And I might be able to collect some of this andesite too. And look at that, even some more diamond veins. And I still haven't upgraded my Technomancer abilities. Kind of funny that I'm just pretty much just doing okay with the base. It's interesting. All right, let me just take those, and let me just. I'm going to take this layer. Yeah, these types of kelp. How am I going to get up there? Okay, so I think if I take this off, I can float. I'm still fine as long as I'm wearing the helmet. Let me just collect the kelp. Alright, let me get this one. I'm not gonna fight you, drowns. But you're trying to capture me when I can just turn on these boots on and I can just outswim you. So let me just swim back to my site. There's still a long ways to go. But it does make me want to try out something for science. I'm not sure if this is like Magitech, but I will have to see how it works. Professional geologist. What did he uncover? Mine a monulite ore without shattering the ore inside. Interesting. I haven't found any monulite either, but he got his hands on it. So, let's see. We're going to try the pulse. So, what do they mean by that? So, we have an iron door. And let me just get some redstone, because I'm just going to have to see how this works scientifically. Let's send a redstone pulse. 0 activated. Strange. So I might have to try again. So let me just, do I have to press G? There we go. So it says abilities. Activate to unleash its power. Okay. Okay, machine affinity, progression. I'm not sure if there's like a way to upgrade. What does overclock do? G for menu. Okay, overclock gives me speed, haste, and strength. Ooh, so these are pretty beneficial abilities. That's cool. So, now that we have made the tanks, doors, and some other things, trying to see what else we can do. Oh, system overheat. So we do overheat. Huh. Let's see. So since we made tanks, unless I want to make a tank, but we can't go into the nether. Whew. So we're just sitting around with diamond on. Okay. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is work on making my laboratory. That's probably the only thing I can do now is just build it out. Because again, it's going to be within here. It's not going to be out here. It's going to be inside. I only kept it outside because I just want to see how it interacts with the environment. So I'm not sure how big I want this to be, but it will extend over time. I might think about making some redstone lamps. I think I might record for maybe 2 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes. Only edit out a small portion, but most of it is just 100% raw footage, authentic. Night Sky Stalkers. Kill a phantom, they will vanish as soon as you get some sleep. So phantoms. I've barely slept. Use these logs. Make a starter hallway. My head is actually itchy. Maybe after this, I might take a shower. I might have to place the sidings with the polished deep slate. Let me turn the volume up on those blocks a little bit. All right. Then I have to do something with the other side, which is over here. I hear a motorcycle. It's all part of the experience. Okay, there's a skeleton burning. He could have just dived in the water to save himself. Unless he doesn't want to, like, sink to the bottom. To become bone fertilizer for the algae underneath. Alright, so this is a opened area. So yeah, you can see how much space we have here. But since we have night vision, we still have to add some redstone lamps, but we can't do that because you gotta go and get glowstone. And to get glowstone, you gotta go to the nether. Wow. It seems like I keep hitting more and more bottlenecks. So we just gotta use torches for now. But luckily we have a blaze burner that's just going to be used, but we have to get a blaze, but we can't do that because we gotta wait until it's the right time. I might make this area a little more wider, maybe to put more stuff. Storage, probably. Because let me see if there's anything for storage. Drawer, storage. What's this? Multi-piston. How do you make a waystone? Waystone, emerald, ender pearl, amethyst shard. We're not too far. Just gotta somehow try to get an emerald. Emerald. I think I probably saw one emerald somewhere, but I can't recall. But we can definitely get an emerald. So let me see how wide these blocks are going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I might make these 5 blocks across. It's going to require a lot of andesite. Or not a lot of andesite, a lot of deep slate. Then I have to move these in here so they can still function. But we're definitely going to be using up our diamond pickaxe for this, unless I want to save it. Let's see. I might try to be a little more resourceful, because I might just got to use up all the iron, since it is a lot more affordable and it's cheaper. So I'm just going to make iron pickaxes, save my diamond for something that's more important. So 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5 blocks over here. That means 1, 2, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that might be enough room for the wheels to be placed in here. Hopefully. It makes me think too. What if I do try to make like a whole smelt system? If I do that, I might just be able to make like a maybe like an andesite funnel, and then I can still smelt things or mass smelt things. So we can like smelt a lot more things instead of depending on a blast furnace. but then I gotta, let me see here. Item filter? Item, let me see. Filter. So I have to make a list filter. Yeah, I gotta make a list filter. Requires a piece of wool and some nuggets. That doesn't sound too bad. Harvey is going to update the mod. No need to update the pack. I wonder what mod they're updating. That makes sense. So yeah, I might even edit this part out, just in case. Because it means the simulation is restarting. Alright, so I have rebooted back on here into the simulation, but again, I'm not sure, like they say, they're going to be like extra resets, but it's all part of the experience. So let me just continue mining this all the way, so we can add the wheels. And I would say the reset or restart was a good portion of time. I was able to look at some of my applications. And I know tomorrow I have to get ready for a professional meeting for IT. But sometimes I do get annoyed of those professional meetings, since it kind of feels like you're invited or you're accepted into it, but at the same time, they still want you to do extra steps, which is quite annoying, but I do understand why they're doing it. I guess just in case people don't show up. Things just happen. But now let's just focus my mind on the cave. Or the area for these wheels, because I gotta move them. some slight lag right there. I guess it's probably one of the mods working in real time. But it is quite unfortunate that we don't get to use refined storage again, or any massive technologies. So the only technologies I gotta use is mostly mechanical energy. But I've still gotta treat it respectfully as some sort of science. Not phumatics, but kinetics. Alright. Then I gotta make this ceiling a bit taller for the water. Or for the wheels. Plant food. Organic compost slowly decays into rich soil and upgrade for your farms. Interesting. But all I know is bone meal. Eventually I might try that. Have to try to learn something new. Alright, so this room is cleared. Now I can just place my wheels, but I may have to try to cover these walls a little more smoothly. And why is there a person near my blast furnace? I guess this guy needs a job. Okay, coal for an emerald. Wait a second. Wait a minute. There we go. What a deal. So since we have an emerald, because remember that waystone I was looking at earlier. So waystone. Obsidian. But I need ender pearls though. Let me just collect some of this amethyst. There we go. So I can say we are almost ready to make one of them, but we gotta slay Enderman. I would have to move this elsewhere. Don't worry, you'll get your job back. Unless I want to put the furnaces right here for now. Put his job right here. And I hope he's not sleeping in my bed. I mean, you gotta get your own. So I have to make like at least like 3 more. Okay. So I get my buckets of water and just begin moving the wheels. There we go. Have to clean this out. I do need to put like a ladder so I can get up there. Let me check goggles. They do nothing. That's funny. Engineer's goggles. So we need glass, string, and a plate. Okay. Let me try to make a hand crank. Make a hand crank, it's just andesite alloy and planks. There we go. String. Two pieces of glass. There we go. Alright, so now let me just equip it here. Now we have the goggles, and then when we have the goggles, now we can read the details. So now let me just go ahead and place the water. And then once I do that, I may have to do the flooring off camera, since I do hear my mother being a little bit loud than usual because of other things. So let me just go and build this. So let me see. Yeah, like this. I know I have to make some more because more is optimal. But I know somebody or some will say you don't need to build that. But again, this is the way how I process this. This is my build, not yours. You'll probably do the same thing if they didn't include anything else. So I have to try to improvise. Alright. So let me just build this little room. Alright, so when we come up here, we have lighting. He died to fall damage. I wonder what he was trying to do. But I know I have to try to make more. I may have to make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to make 15 more. It sounds like a lot, but anything just to get myself ready to produce very efficient energy sources. But we're definitely getting close. So now, my head is itchy. I definitely need a shower after this. Alright. So we have the vertical gearbox. So let me see. So I need to make at least 15 of them. So that means 15 right here. Then I have to get blocks. And more pieces of wood. Because that would technically mean I'll have to cut down some more trees. So I will have to cut down some more trees. Make an iron axe. It's intriguing that we're moving a lot faster out of the Stone Age and just moving right immediately toward iron and diamond. But again, I'm not trying to speed run or anything. It's just, this is my pacing. Now we gotta plant some more of these trees again. Sometimes growing trees makes the air smell fresh. But I definitely do need to get up there somehow and just try to cut down, remove that dirt. Just a few more. Might just use the bones and grow the trees. Gotta remove that dirt stack right there. I might as well cut a few of these logs around here. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to build an elevator. Probably like later on. And I'm also seeing some ore right here. I think that's zinc. I think that's a lot of zinc right there. Alright. Still trying to like plant like, where is my place? Because I just want to get close to the area. I know after this, I will have to tell my mother, like, you're talking way too loud. I can actually hear her, even though I live in the basement. Like, seriously, I live in the basement. Like, you can set up all the voice cancellation, whatever, but when a person's emotional, it's just, it's surreal. Like, the vocals go right through the voice cancellation. But of course, somebody's going to say, just edit it out. But I'm not going to do that, since editing can be exhausting. So let me just remove this dirt pillar. All right. So we can begin making the other ones. All right. So we have made the large wheels. Bread. I definitely feel proud. Like a sense of accomplishment. I thought we can like turn these into like deep slate wheels with the different coloring. I guess it only works with like wood with wood. I've been recording for 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's a while. And I thought I was going to like work on this side, but I know when I return, I will have to like break this out, and then it's just going to be like a bigger hallway or a longer hallway, because I might thinking about, I don't know, make it like some sort of docking area or something. Just for something. Because sometimes my mind tends to think abstractly. Alright, so I think right now is probably a good time for me to cut off the recording software, because I got things to do and reality is kind of just breaking right through the immersion. So let me just mute my in-game microphone. There we go. And yeah, I think we have done whatever we need to do. So we have our water wheel going. I had to put more water down so we can produce a lot more kinetic energy to power up the machines or the other contraptions. And maybe, or eventually, we might go to the Nether, but currently we can't. And let me just stay under here, because since I'm a technomancer, I might get electrocuted and it might be dangerous. But until then, I'll see you guys back here in my makeshift laboratory or something. But whatever. If you enjoyed the experience, then that's cool. But until then, see you guys later. Goodbye.